President Bola Tinubu, members of the National Assembly and state governors, among others, on Tuesday preached hope and called for a unified effort from all Nigerians, especially the Muslim Ummah, towards building the nation. The country leaders in the separate messages felicitated the Muslim faithful as they marked the end of the Ramadan fasting. Also, Senator Ahmad Lawan Yobe East called on Nigerians to pray for the success of the nation's armed and security forces as they continue to combat the various forms of insecurity across Nigeria. The federal government had declared Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as public holidays to mark the Eid al-Fitr celebration. Still on the Eid celebrations, Muslim faithfuls all over the world have been enjoined to let the world see the impact of the just concluded Ramadan fasting in their lives. The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on political, legislative and civic engagements, Afolabi Tajuddin, made a request. Tajuddin, while addressing journalists at the praying ground for the Eid al-Fitr celebration in Lagos, said Ramadan is a month of peace, piety and sober reflection. The significance of Ramadan, according to him, includes showing love to others, giving, praying, and living a holy life. He therefore enjoined all Muslims to let the significance of the season manifest in their character going forward. Others who spoke with iBrandTV correspondent had this to say about Ramadan.
We will first of all give thanks to the Almighty Allah for counting us among those that will benefit from the Ramadan of this year, Ramadan. Ramadan teaches us a lot of things. One, it is piety. Whatever we do, we must do it with subtle. And aside from that, it teaches us that we must be kind to the needy. Those that are less privileged, we give them food. We knew what it is not to eat. We knew what it is not to drink. We knew what it is not to abstain from all good things of life. So as we are about living today, we beseech every Muslim to eschew what the Ramadan has teaching us. All the teachings we have learned in Ramadan.
I want to congratulate all the Muslims, and I wish the nation as a whole good luck. All the prayers that being offered for the progress of the country. May Almighty Allah answer the prayer and make it so.
The fear of God is the most utmost thing that we must adhere to in our life. And we should realize the fact that we do not just exist without our Creator, which is Almighty Allah. And He has given us a duty to come to this world temporarily and serve Him, and as well as do good to your neighbor and to the peoples around you.
Ramadan teaches us a lot of things, like giving alms and also leaving those bad things that we have abandoned. We shouldn't go back to it after this Eid. So it is part of the significance. Ramadan comes to tell us how we are to live our life. That we should wake up at night, it should be part of us. We should fast if it is Monday and Thursday. It should be part of our life. Giving out sadaqah should also be part of our life. Those are the things that Ramadan comes to teach us.
In the month of Ramadan, you will see there is love, love and sharing. A lot of people had access to the luxury or the benefit of being alive. Because during this month, you will see that Allah opened the door of mercy that you give during iftar, during sahur. You see people giving, and even governments all over the world were actually giving to actually augment even the economic hardship that we're experiencing all over. So there is sharing of love and compassion. You know, we have this economic hardship around, but Mr. Governor has brought smiles into the faces of all Lagosians by distributing food palliatives, financial assistance. That tells you Mr. Governor cares and is listening. You understand? And in the mosque too, we have what we call Sadaqah to Fitri. We have food that we have reserved for all the less privileged, so that when they are going home, they'll be given food to take back to their homes. They don't have to go to market again.
Well, the Lagos State government has directed the suspension of commercial activities at Dosomo Street and its environ. The closure was as a result of a fire incident which engulfed 4 buildings in the area, leading to collapse of buildings. Special advisor to the state governor on Central Business Distress (CBD), Bola Olumegbon-Lawal, announced the closure and suspension of immediate business activities in the market and environment when she led a delegation to the scene for the spot assessment of the situation. According to Lawal, the measure has become necessary in order to prevent possible loss of life as well as maintain peace and order in the area. Let's talk some politics now. The leadership of the Labour Party on Tuesday warned the Nigeria Labour Congress against trying to hijack the political platform, saying it lacked the power to sack the Julius Abure National Working Committee, as recently declared. The party's response was a reaction to Monday's resolution taken by the NLC Political Commission at a stakeholders meeting in Abuja. In the communique released after the gathering, the unionists voided the National Convention that returned Abure and his National Working Committee members to office. To fill the vacuum, the stakeholders said the Congress would set up a transition committee to oversee the party's affairs pending when new officers will be elected in 3 months. The resolution taken by the NLC also raised concerns on the need to conduct a forensic audit of the Labour Party bank accounts in line with the demand of its presidential candidate Peter Obi, following allegations of corruption, forgery and fraud leveled against the party leadership. But the party kicked on Tuesday, saying the NLC lacked such power to sack its cabinet. An independent report has shown that no fewer than 39 lecturers in the nation's tertiary institutions have been indicted and dismissed over sexual misconduct in the past 5 years. Sexual harassment has been recurring in Nigerian higher educational institutions, with a survey conducted in 2018 by the World Bank Group's Women revealing that 70% of female graduates from tertiary institutions in the country were sexually harassed in school, with the main perpetrators being classmates and lecturers. Although the Senate had in 2021 passed a bill stipulating 21 years in prison for randy lecturers, the report showed that most of the lecturers indicted and found guilty after the bill was passed were simply sacked. In April 2018, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, announced the indefinite suspension of a professor of accounting, Richard Oladele, over sexual harassment, among others. Speaking on the matter, the Director of Programs, Reform Education Nigeria, Ayodamola Oluwatoyin, urged President Bola Tinubu to sign the sexual harassment bill into law. Oluwatoyin added that signing the bill will be a game changer and further solidify the need to make schools safe for students. Now, the Board of Inquiry constituted by Defense Headquarters to probe the March 17 killing of 17 soldiers at Okwama, Delta State is scheduled to commence sitting today in Warri. According to the chairman of the board, Air Vice Marshal David Ajayi, while speaking with Governor Sheriff Oborewori in Warri, the board is on a fact-finding mission and not to apportion blame. However, Okwama leaders who spoke to newsmen on the sitting of the board said the people would not be part of the inquiry. Besides the Okwama leader, community's lawyer before the March 14 incident, Ejedegba Innocent, confirmed that Okwama people would not attend the sitting. On the contrary, a leader of Okoloba community, which has a land dispute with the Okwama, indicated that his people would participate in the inquiry today.